What? And good afternoon, everybody. Almost time for Strat-O-Matic Baseball, 1966. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I see Franklin's here already. I gotta clean these glasses again, I'm telling you. I did have the sliding glass door open, but then the people above me went out on their deck and they were being loud, so we don't need to be hearing any of that. So I closed the slider, which is a shame because it's a gorgeous day in Spokane. 75 today and sunny. Oh yeah, I went to the chiropractor, I went to the gym. Busy day for me, but that's good. I'm trying to stay more busy. And hello to Mike as well. That's right, it's a happy hour game. Happy hour Friday broadcast. And man, a good matchup for the happy hour game. Cleveland Indians at Minnesota Twins, the second of a 3-game series. The Twins in second place in the American League at 28-16. And the Indians in third place, right behind them at 27-18. Tom Kelly gets the spot start here for Cleveland, pitching in place of the slightly injured Sam McDowell. I'm going to go out on a limb here and assume that that's how Kelly got his 7 starts that year. If we look at McDowell's card, we can see he made 28 starts. And he hasn't pitched in a while. Righty Camilo Pascual will pitch for Minnesota. A name I struggle with. I never know if it's Pascual or Pascal, but I think it's Pascual. Camilo Pascual. That sounds right. Either way, I find it to be a little bit of a tongue twister for some reason. I don't know why. I have so much trouble with that one, but we all have one or two of those, don't we? Kelly so far is 1-2. He has a 5.57 ERA. This is just his second of 7 starts. He has 9 relief appearances. Just 21 innings for Kelly so far. Pascual is 5-4, 3.41, 11 starts, 2 complete games. They were both shutouts. Yeah, 2 shutouts for Pascual. How about that? Let's go ahead and get you the Cleveland lineup, and we'll get this one started. Jim Landis leads it off in center field. Chico Simone is at short. Leon Wagner in left field. Rocky Colavito in right field in his familiar cleanup spot. Fred Whitfield at first base. Max Alvis down at third. Pedro Gonzalez at second base. Duke Sims will do the catching and hit 8th, with Kelly, the pitcher, hitting 9th. So that's about all I've got for you, other than to start rolling the dice. Really battling my vision today. What is with these glasses? I could read the stats perfectly yesterday. All right, bear with me a minute. Sometimes the cleaning cloth just isn't enough. You got to apply a little water. Okay, that should be better. And we're underway. Pasquale ready to go to work. Jim Landis steps in. Landis just 9 for 51 so far. That's a 176 average. He has 1 home run. Pasquale gets the sign from the catcher Zimmerman. And here we go on a 4-9. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Hey, I almost caught up with you, Franklin, temperature-wise, that is. 1 out, and here's Simone. Simone hitting just 136. He's below even Landis among Cleveland batting average leaders here. He's at the bottom at 136. No homers, 3 RBIs. Pasquale with a 1-7 righty. Flies it to center field. Oliva is there. Antonio makes the catch for the out. 2 away, and here's Leon Wagner. Wagner leading the club in batting at .339. 9 home runs, 28 RBIs. Left-handed hitting outfielder. Pasquale into the windup. 3-6 righty. That's a liner towards second base. Single to 14, and it's through into right field for a 2-out single. Let's check the battery now. Wagner normally not a base stealer, but Pasquale with that +4 hold. Zimmerman with a -1 arm, so a +3 battery, 17. He needs to roll a 6 to get it. They're going to hold him at 15, and he's going to try for it. Needs a 6. 4, he doesn't get it. That'll bring up Rocky Colavito. Colavito hitting .324, 11 home runs, 28 RBIs. Pasquale working from the stretch. The pitch is a 6-6 right-handed, and it's just a bit outside, ball 4. And that's going to get Fred Whitfield to the plate here in the first inning. The number 5 hitter hitting .288 with a team-leading 12 home runs and a team-leading 36 RBIs. First to second, 2 down. 2 quick outs for Pasquale, then a single by Wagner and a walk to Colavito, and here's Whitfield. Pasquale with a 4-7 lefty. That is a liner towards second. Single to 4, and he's got it. It's an infield single, and the bases are loaded. Holy smoke. Pasquale off to a great start, and now he's in trouble. Bases loaded, 2 down, and the batter will be Max Alvis. Alvis batting just .218 so far, but with 8 home runs and 24 RBIs. Pasquale checks the runners. Full windup. The pitch to Alvis on a 6-10 righty. He's a hard grounder to third. Killebrew. He'll go the short way to Allen for the force. And Pasquale gets out of it. No runs, 2 hits. The Indians leave the bases loaded here in the first. And after half an inning, it's Cleveland 0, Minnesota coming to bat. And hello to Perry. Welcome, Perry. Got held up at the hot dog line, huh? Little Chappy Hour Friday, so I guess it should be the beer line. I've got that spray. I don't like it. I should probably invest in some lens wipes. Not that it's going to help me that much. The way I look at it is, the sooner my eyes get worse, the sooner they'll let me have the cataract surgery. Okay, Kelly getting warm. Here's the lineup for the Twins. Zoilo Versailles at shortstop is the leadoff man. Jimmy Hall is in left. Tony Oliva playing center for the second consecutive game. Harmon Killebrew at third base hits cleanup. Don Mincher at first base. Bob Allison is in right. Bernie Allen, the second baseman. Jerry Zimmerman, the catcher, bats 8th. Man, wouldn't you like to have a backup catcher? I should say, who wouldn't like to have a backup catcher who's a 2-E-2 with a -1 arm? And of course, Pasquale hitting 9th. Decent hitter for a backup catcher, too. A respectable 250-something that year for Zimmerman. Zoilo Versailles will start it off for the Twins. Zoilo now at 237, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs. Kelly into the windup. That's going to be a 312 right-handed, and he hits him. We're going to roll for it on a 20. He'll take his base. Rolling for the possible ejection, of course. Kelly hits the first batter of the game, and the fix is on. I know, I can't resist that. Jimmy Hall will be the hitter. He's the Twins' leading hitter at 353. 8 home runs, 20 RBIs. Kelly from the stretch now, pitching to Hall. It's a 1-6. He bangs one into right field for a base hit. Versailles is being waved to third. 17-19. Colavito with a -4 makes it 15. And Colavito hits the cutoff man, Gonzalez, and they will hold Hall at first. So Versailles is showing off his speed there in the first inning. Runners at the corners, nobody out, and here's Tony Oliva. Early in the game, the Indians will play the infield back. Oliva hitting 276, 7 home runs, 29 RBIs. Kelly getting the sign. 2-6 right-handed. Liner right into the glove of Alvis. Back to the bag quickly is Versailles. One out, infield remains back, and the batter will be Harmon Killebrew. Killebrew at 318. A team leading 10 home runs and 42 RBIs. 45th game for the Twins. So almost a Ribbia game for big Harmon Killebrew. Kelly checks the runners. From the stretch, it's a 4-5. Grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Simone. A 4E34 as he ranges into the hole. It's going to be on a 20. He makes the play and throws him out. Wait, there's only one out. Hang on a second. It's a ground ball B. So Simone to Gonzalez for 1, to Whitfield not in time, and a run will score. Hall is forced in to score as Versailles, given RBI to Killebrew, and it's 1-0 Minnesota. And here's Mincher. Hang on a second, somebody's knocking on the door. Well, it's the UPS guy. He'll drop it. Mincher 236, 6 homers, 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch now on a 5-9 lefty, swung on and missed, strike 3. And that will do it. The Twins get a run on a hit and leave a man. There was a hit batter. And they lead it 1-0 after 1 inning. I will be right back. Let's see what we've got here. Bear with me, I have to look. There's 2 packages coming. Okay. That is the modem. So that's the modem for my new Wi-Fi. I'll have to figure out how to work that. Won't that be fun? Zoilo? Oh, Zimmerman. Yeah, Zimmerman. Zoilo would be in the V spot, of course. I seem to vaguely remember Zimmerman. Did he play into the early 70s? Hang on, I'm a little off kilter here. We can't see the bottom of the... There we go. Pedro Gonzalez will start off the second for Cleveland. The second baseman hitting .273, 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Pasquale into the windup. That's a 5'11" right-handed, and he bangs that one the other way into right field for a single. Allison gets it back in. Gonzalez will round and hold at first with a single. Gonzalez with good speed. +3 battery once again, so 18 held on at 16. And Duke Sims, the catcher, comes to the plate. Sims, .267, 3 home runs, and just 60 at-bats. Gonzalez trying for the lead. 2 through 6 or 10. He rolls the 11. He does not get it. Automatically out on a 12, and here's Sims now. Pasquale from the stretch. 5-7 lefty, and that's going to be a base hit. Double to 5. And on the long single, Gonzalez heads to third. Now it's the Indians who have him cornered with nobody out. Sims, of course, a catcher, very slow at first. The batter will be Kelly. And let's see how they're going to play it. Kelly, a poor bunter, by the way, at D. They're going to play it back as Kelly squares to bunt, straight sacrifice, no squeeze. It's a 7D. And that's good enough to move the runner along. So a sack by Kelly moves Sims to second. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 away. And here's the top of the order. Jim Landis comes up for the second time. He struck out in the first. Now we're going to roll for inner back. They will pull it in. Twins pull the infield in for Landis. Pasquale with the windup. On a 6-4 righty, it's a grounder to third base X. Tough chance for Killebrew. 4E24, and here's the play on a 16. He makes the play, and with the infield in, he's got the lead man. How about that? Killebrew throws home, and they've got Gonzalez in a rundown. He's going to keep him throwing it long enough for Sims to get over to third safely, and they tag him out. I'm going to call it 5-2-5. Sims to third, Landis to first. Landis with a +3. He'd be a 16. There's 2 down now. Good chance of getting the lead, even though he's not a star stealer. They're going to hold him at 14. And Simone will hit away. The pitch from Pasquale is a 5-3. It's a fly to right field X. Tough chance for Allison. Allison a 3E10, ranging over by the line now, and on an 8, it's the E range. It's a 9 on an E10, and he makes a nice running catch to retire the side. So a nice play, Allison. And the Indians strand a pair. So Pasquale, he's been in jams both innings, but he's pitched out of it. Hello, Bob Cole. It should be. Yeah, a good game on paper. Between the second and third place teams in the American League right now. I'm behind on my coffee ration today due to the early morning appointments. I had to blast out of here at 8. I walked into the chiropractor's office and I told the receptionist, "What kind of idiot scheduled an appointment this early?" "Oh, wait, that was me." Here's Bob Allison to lead off the bottom of the second. Allison at 280, 3 homers, 11 RBIs. Kelly into the windup. 5-7 right-handed, and he walks him. Leadoff walk to Allison, a star 20. Kelly with a good hold, -3. Sims a 0. So 17 held at 15. And why not? He's going to try for it. He's got a roll of 5. Does not get it. And here's the next pitch to Bernie Allen. On a 1-5 righty, Allen blasts one over the first base bag down into the right field corner, and he's got himself a double. Holding at third is Allison. The Twins threatening again here in the second. Second and third, nobody out. And here comes Jerry Zimmerman. Zimmerman hitting .273. He hasn't played much, just 9 for 33. Cleveland pulls the infield in. Kelly with the windup. Here's the pitch to Zimmerman on a 2-4 righty. It's a fly to right field, B question mark. Colavito makes the catch. He can try to tag on that, however. Allison 15-17, -4 for Colavito's rifle. 13. They're going to send him with the pitcher coming up. Here's the throw to the plate. He's just in there under the tag. Holy cow. That'll be a sac fly to right. Allison comes in to score to make it 2-0. Allen at second, 1 down, and here's the pitcher, Pasquale, a 3. Right-handed hitter. .410 righty. That's going to be swung on and missed, strike 3. That actually makes sense, Franklin. It happens so seldomly, it's hard for me to picture that one in my mind. Runner at second, 2 down. Here's Zoilo. Zoilo plunked in the first inning. He's giving Kelly the stink eye as he steps in from the right side. Kelly ignoring it. Into the windup. 5-8 right-handed. That's going to be an RBI single at least. Triple to 3. It's going to be a base hit scoring Allen. Sorry. So an RBI single by Versailles. Allen scores to make it 3-0. Zoilo not held at 12. And here's Jimmy Hall. Hall singled his first time up. Kelly from the stretch on a 3-7. That is a high fly ball to center field. Going back is Landis, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Triple to 5. He rolled the 13 on a nice play by Landis to run it down, and that ends the inning. The Twins score 2 more on 2 hits and leave 1. After 2 innings of play, 3-0 Twins. Let's check the standings. I wonder if the Twins are making Franklin nervous yet. Shouldn't be too nervous. They're 3.5 back of the Orioles entering play today. Cleveland 5 back. Rationing? I don't get it, Perry. Who's rationing what? Heart of the order for Cleveland. Leon Wagner singled in the first. Pasquale into the windup. That's going to be a 3-8 righty. He lifts the fly ball to center field, playable for Oliva. And he makes the catch, 1 down. Oh, yeah, I'm behind on the coffee, yes. I got to start chugging it. Here's Rocky Colavito, walked in the first. Pasquale into the windup. On a 2-10 righty, he goes the other way with it and lifts the fly ball into right field. Allison drifts over to his right and pulls it in. 2 down, and here's Whitfield. Whitfield singled in the first. Pasquale with the pitch. It's a 6-12 lefty. It's a grounder to first base X. Tough chance for Mitcher. A 3-12, and here's the play on that one. It's a 5. He makes a nice play. Feeds Pasquale covering, and that will do it. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Pasquale. And the score still 3-0. Bottom of the third, heart of the order for Minnesota coming to bat. Tony Oliva will lead it off. Kelly gets the sign from Sims now. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 2-3 right-handed ground ball second base. Routine for Gonzalez as he flips it to Whitfield, 1 down. Here's Killebrew now. Killebrew, the home run leader on the ball club, standing in from the right side as Kelly goes into the windup, and it's a 5-6 righty. Ground ball towards third, single to 10, and it's fielded there by Alvis, who makes a nice stop, gets to his feet, and throws him out. Alvis, of course, little extra time there with Killebrew running, and he's able to make the play. Here's Mincher. Mincher struck out in the first. Kelly gets the sign, comes in with a 5-7 lefty, and he walks him. That's 2 walks and a hit batter for Kelly already. And the hitter will be Bob Allison. Allison drew 1 of those walks in the second. Kelly gets the sign from the stretch. It's a 6-9 right-handed. Allison lifts 1 to center field, backing up his Landis, and he's there, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, a man left. Kelly finally puts up a 0, and after 3 complete, it's 3-0 Minnesota. How is everybody doing on finally a Friday here? Any big plans for the weekend? I tell you, I should have had lunch earlier today. As I mentioned yesterday, I joined a gym, and man, am I out of shape. That's all I'm going to say. But seriously, I forgot that, yeah, you got to eat a little bit more. The body requiring more fuel here lately, the last couple days. That's right, Bill. I said it too. And welcome, by the way. Apparently, though, the fix isn't working because it's the Twins. No, it would be working, wouldn't it? Yeah. Very suspicious for Kelly. Fourth inning, here's Max Alvis. Pasquale into the windup. That's a 2-2, and he hits him. Holy cow, we got to roll it again. And he'll take his base. You got to wonder about that one. After Versailles was plunked, Pasquale perhaps trying to even the score. In any case, it's a hit batter. Alvis to first, and the batter will be Gonzalez. Gonzalez singled the first time up. Pasquale now from the stretch. It's a 5-6 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Second strikeout for Pasquale. Now the batter will be Sims. Sims also singled in the second. Pasquale checks Alvis at first. Throws over there now. Alvis back to the bag. Now set. Here's the pitch from the stretch on a 5-2 left-handed grounder to second base. It's going to be Allen. He goes to Versailles for one. To Mincher, double play. And that'll do it for the Indians in the fourth. So Pasquale started off a little shaky. He had ducks on the pond in the first and the second, pitched out of it. And now he appears to have settled down, making the hit by pitch all the more suspicious. And speaking of suspicious, here's Tom Kelly. It'll be the bottom third of the Twins order. Bernie Allen to start things off. He doubled his first time up. Kelly into the windup. That's going to be a 3-3 right-handed. Foul ball right side. Whitfield has it. And there's one down. Here's the catcher, Zimmerman. Drove in a run with a sac fly in the second. Kelly gets his sign. Here's the pitch to Zimmerman. It's going to be a 1-6 righty. Struck him out. Third K for Kelly. And here's Pasquale. Kelly's pitch on a 2-10 struck him out. And 2 strikeouts for Kelly that inning. 1-2-3 go the Twins. So Kelly settling down as well. Through 4, it's 3-0 Twins. I tell you guys, I'm trying to reach back for a little extra energy today. Fifth inning. If this was today, we'd hit. But 1966, the pitcher bats. The pitch from Pasquale is a 6-10 righty. He grounds one slowly towards third. Killebrew comes in on it, gloves it, and throws him out. Here's Landis. Landis 0 for 2. Pasquale into the windup. 3-6 right-handed. Struck him out. Landis down on strikes for the second time today. That's 3 for Camilo now, and here's Simone. Pasquale into the windup. That's going to be a 5-7 righty, and Simone dunks one into right field, dropping in front of Allison for a base hit. Simone with good speed on the bases. 20 not held, held at 18. Low percentage chance of getting it, however. He needs to roll a 5. He's going to attempt it. He rolls the 4, just missed it. And here's the next pitch to Wagner. On a 4-7 lefty, that's a slider towards second base, single to 4, and he is out as it's caught by Allen. Soft liner to second, Allen makes the grab, and down go the Indians in the 5th. No runs a hit, 1 left on. 5 goose eggs put up by Camilo Pascual so far. We're halfway home. It is 3-0 Twins. Let me refresh my screen here. And there's Michael. Welcome, Michael. Oh, you're going to the Indians game tonight, huh? Beautiful weather for it, isn't it? Nicest day so far. Bottom of the 5th and the top of the order for Minnesota. Zoilo singled and was hit by a pitch. Kelly rated 6 for starter endurance, goes into the windup. And that's a 5-8 right-handed. That's going to be a base hit into left field for Versailles. Triple to 3. He will hold with the long single. So Zoilo's been on all 3 times today. -3 battery. He is not held at 12. 17 runner, though. And up steps Jimmy Hall. Hall 1 for 2. Kelly out of the stretch. Here's the pitch on a 5-6 left-handed. That's going to be a grounder towards first. Single to 10. And he throws it down to Simone for 1. Back to first, not in time. That'll be a 3-6 force. Versailles is erased. Slight break for Cleveland, perhaps. As Hall, of course, a much slower runner at first than Zoilo. Here's Tony Oliva 0 for 2 today. Kelly working from the stretch. He comes in there with a 2-7 righty. Ground ball to second base. Gonzalez has it to Simone for 1 to Whitfield. Double play. And the Twins come up empty in the bottom of the 5th. Through 5 complete, it's 3-0 Twins. Here's Pascual. Before we go to the 6th, I'm gonna refill my coffee. I need it today. Moving along to the 6th inning, Cleveland trying to get off the deck here against Pascual. It'll be Colavito, Whitfield, and Alvis. Pascual into the windup. Pitch to Rocky is a 2-3 righty. He grounds it towards second, fielded by Allen, who throws him out. 1 away, and here's Fred Whitfield. 1 for 2 on the day. Pasquale gets the sign from Zimmerman. He comes in there with a 3-5 righty. Another ground ball wide to second. Allen is there. Throws to Mincher, 2 down. First endurance inning for both pitchers. And here's the pitch to Albert. 3-9 righty. Struck him out. It's a neat 1-2-3 inning for Pasquale. Pasquale has 2 shutouts on the season already. Just saying. I know it's early. 6 goose eggs so far. Messenger, yeah, he was a... was he a Gonzaga boy? I've heard of him for some reason. What am I drinking? I just finished off the last of the Pete's. And now I've got San Francisco Organic Rainforest Blend. That's not the full name. Hang on. Okay, it was close. It's San Francisco Bay Organic Rainforest Blend. The Pete's is a little better, I would say, than Major Dickinson's, but it's also a lot more expensive. Killebrew, Mincher, and Allison in the bottom of the 6th. Kelly ready to work. Here's the windup and the pitch to Harmon. It's a 5-7 righty, and he walks him. Already trailing by 3. That's going to make Tebbets nervous. He'll get somebody up in the pen. Jack Kralik, the lefty. He's joined down there by Steve Hargan, the right-hander. Killebrew, of course, no threat to run. And here's Mincher. Mincher 0 for 1 with a walk as Kelly stares in to get the sign from the stretch. It's going to be a 1-3 righty. Grounder down to first to the right of Whitfield. He's got it. His only play is to Kelly covering. And on the play, Killebrew takes second. Is that pronounced Shule? Out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. I wonder if I could get that. I'll tell you what my favorite is so far, by far. Coastal Peaks in San Luis Obispo, California. I'll tell you right now, I'm going to bring back as much as my suitcase will hold when I go down there in May. Just 2 weeks from tomorrow now. In fact, always trying to save a buck, I looked at my rental car reservation, and then I looked it up what the prices are now. I canceled my reservation, booked a new one, and saved $26. Oh, it's not much, but it all adds up. Kelly pitching to Bob Allison now. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 1-5 righty, and he loses him ball 4. And that's going to send Sims out to the mound. In fact, here comes Tebbets, and he's going to make a move. We're going to look for a possible double switch here, although I don't see one. Checking the bench. You're not going to take Colavito or Whitfield out. Could bring in Brown. Hang on a second. Let's see what Simone's got on his card. Third base 418. That's not bad. Yep, that's what we're going to do. We're going to double switch with Larry Brown. Kralik will come in. You probably noticed this K down here. I started to write in Kralik before the game even started. And instead of grabbing the whiteout, I thought, oh hell, I'll just leave it. It's very likely he'll be the first guy in. So let's look at the double switch now. Alvis is out. Brown will go into the 9 spot at short, where he's a 331. 13 runner. Pitcher will go here. And Chico Simone will slide over to third. And as the left-hander Kralik completes his warm-up tosses, let's take a look at his numbers. 0-1, 4.97. 6 relief appearances, 1 start. Just 12 2/3 innings for Kralik so far. Brought on here to face the left-handed Allen, first and second, 1 down. The Indians already trail by 3. Kralik ready to go to work now. Here's the pitch left on left. It's going to be a 5-7 left-handed, and Allen bangs a base hit into right field. Killebrew rounding. They will hold him at third, and the bases will be loaded. Twins threatening to blow it open here in the bottom of the 6th. Jerry Zimmerman, the batter. Infield at double play depth. Kralik into the windup. That's going to be a 2-5, 2-star single for Zimmerman. Killebrew will score. Allison is coming in to score. To third goes Bernie Allen, and the Twins indeed do break it open here and lead it 5-0 on a 2-run single by Zimmerman. Five to nothing. Pasquale D. Bunter. Still playing back. Here's the pitch to the right-hander on a 1-7. Ground ball to second base. Gonzalez to Brown. To Whitfield. Double play. The Twins settle for 2 on 2 hits. Leave a man. After 6 innings of play, Minnesota up 5-0. Cleveland had some chances against Pasquale in the first and second. However, they were unable to push anything across. And now they go to the 7th inning in a 5-0 hole. Bottom third of the order, Pedro Gonzalez to start things off. Gonzalez 1 for 2. Pasquale in his second endurance inning gets the sign from Zimmerman. The pitch is a 2-9 righty. He struck him out. I got to add him up now. 1, 2, 3. That's 5 Ks for Pasquale. And here's Sims. Sims 1 for 2. Left-handed hitting catcher standing in as Pasquale goes into the windup. On a 2-7 righty, Sims lifts a fly ball to straightaway center. Oliva is there. And quickly 2 down here in the 7th. And here's Larry Brown, the shortstop. In his first at-bat of the day, came in the double switch. Brown hitting .226, no home runs. Pasquale with a 5-4 righty. Fly to center field X. Tough chance for Tony Oliva. He is a 2E10, ranging to his left. On a 2, he's not going to get that one. That drops for a base hit. That would have been a tough chance for anybody. Would have taken a 1 to make it. So Brown inserted into the game, comes up with a 2-out single. And that'll get Jim Landis to the plate. Landis 0 for 3 has struck out twice so far. Pasquale getting the sign. The pitch to Landis on a 4-6. Grounder to shortstop. Versailles charges it on the run to Mincher. Side retired. No runs to hit, 1 left. 4, 5. 5-hitter now for Pasquale. He gave up 4 hits in the first 2 innings and has settled down remarkably since then. Let's see what Cleveland's going to do with the righty and then 2 lefties to follow. Then you've got Mincher after Killebrew. They're going to send Kralik back out there. But first, you know what time it is. Oh, yeah, on a happy hour Friday, we're going to take a peek at Mookie the Cat. He was in the front window. And look at that, he still is. Hey there, Mookie. Yeah? Getting cleaned up for the big Friday night there, Mook? What you doing? He's going to town on it. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, you're warm. This is where the sun hits. He loves that spot. He does, doesn't he, Franklin? He's thinking, here he comes with that device again. What does he want now? Yeah, there's the package that came. I'm not looking forward to setting that up. These things, these electronic things. They usually end up giving me a giant headache. It'll be worth it, I guess. Hopefully better internet. We'll see, won't we? I don't think it could get much worse. Okay, back to the game. Oh, Javalia. I tried that once. I didn't care for it, Franklin. It was all their coffees were too mild for me. I like the dark beans where you can see the oil on there. Versailles will lead it off, top of the order for the Twins. Zoilo's been on all 3 times today. He was plunked in the first and singled twice. Kralik into the windup. 3-10 left-handed. He lifts a fly ball to left. That's going to be playable for Wagner, who puts it away 1 down. And here's Hall. Hall in left field today. He's going to stay in up by 5. On a 3-7, he bangs a base hit the other way into left field for his second hit of the afternoon. And that'll bring up Oliva. Yes, sir, Al. We got a final from Al here. St. Louis Browns 4, Detroit Tigers 3. Garver, I kind of recognize the name. I definitely recognize Newhouser. That was Hal Newhouser, right? You're testing me, Al. Okay, here's Oliva. Kralik out of the stretch. It's a 3-7. Fly ball to right field, playable for Colavito. He's there, and there's 2 away. That'll bring up Killebrew. He's going to face him with Mincher on deck. Hargan is ready in the pen. Here's the pitch to Killebrew. It's going to be a 2-5 lefty. High fly ball to deep left field. Backing up is Wagner to 18. It's gone, and the Twins blow it wide open. Well, you can second guess Tebbets now for not bringing in the right-hander to pitch to Killebrew. And for Harmon, he has just crushed his 11th home run of the season. That puts him among the league leaders. And I think it's Ned Garver, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've used him in the ATG game online, which I always like to mention. I'll throw in a cheap plug for that one. Strat-O-Matic 365 online. Check it out. You can go on there. All you got to do is sign up for an account. You can look at the cars. If you're a first timer, you can get your first 2 teams for, I think it's $15. It used to be buy one, get one free, your first 2 teams. I'll have a lot of fun with that. Yeah, it was Ned Garver, yep. I don't even know why I know that. He wasn't as well known as Newhouser. Here's Mincher now. Kralik will pitch to him. On a 6-4 lefty, it's catcher's card. That's Sims. Sims a 4E16, and here's the play. On a 7, he catches it. It's a pop out to the catcher. Side retired. But not before Harmon Killebrew plants one into the left field seats. 2-run shot. After 7 complete, Twins 7, Indians nothing. So about the only suspense remaining in this ball game is, can Pasquale get his 3rd shutout of the season? If he does, that would lead baseball. We're ahead of pace today, so give me a second here. I'm going to go down and see who does lead in shutouts. In the American League, 5 pitchers have 2, including Pasquale, of course. Marichal has 3. I take it back. Marichal leads with 3 shutouts. 2 other National Leaguers with 2. So Pasquale could catch Marichal. He'll be looking at Simone, Wagner, and Colavito. Simone 1 for 3, now playing third base. Pasquale into the windup. 4-2, he lifts one into left field, playable for Hall. He's there to make the grab, and there's one down. Wagner, the hitter now, 1 for 3. Pasquale into the windup. It's a 3-5 right-handed. Line drive, single into right. Second hit of the day for Wagner. He's still a +3 battery. Wagner at 17. And up by 7, they're not going to hold him. Colavito will hit away. Pasquale with the pitch. It's a 5-8 righty. Grounder to second X. That could be 2. It's Allen. Allen, a 3E22. Here's the play. On a 20, he's got it. Versailles for 1 to Mincher, double play. .463 side retired, and Pasquale now just 3 outs from his 3rd shutout of the season. Thank you for that, Bill. Some good trivia there on, good research, I should say, on Garver. That's probably the card that's in the ATG set, would be my guess. Right, Perry. Yeah, Ellis yesterday. Ellis yesterday lost a shutout in the 9th. Still a hell of a game, though. And at this point, Cleveland may as well let Kralik go out there again. Allison's walked twice. Flew to center in between 2 walks. Kralik into the windup. It's a 3-5 lefty, and he walks him. 3rd walk of the day for Allison. That's going to bring up Allen. Kralik out of the stretch. Pitch to Bernie Allen on a 3-4, and he walks him. And here comes Tebbets. He's seen enough. Back-to-back walks to start the 8th here. And in comes Hargan. I guess I could clean up this score sheet a bit. 5 1/3 for Kelly. Just 4 hits off of Kelly. Five runs, however. Thanks to 4 walks and a hit batter. Four strikeouts. Kralik 1 2/3. He didn't fare much better. 4 hits, 2 runs so far. He walked 2 and did not strike out a batter. First and second, nobody out. Hargan on to pitch to Zimmerman. The right-hander gets his sign. Here's the pitch to Zimmerman. It's a 2-7 righty. Grounded to short. That could be 2. It's Brown to Gonzalez to Whitfield, double play. So Hargan comes in and gets the ground ball on the first pitch. To third goes Allison. And he might just get out of this with Pasquale coming to bat. Of course he's going to hit. Here's the pitch on a 4-7 righty. Base hit into center field. How about that? Pasquale drives in the 8th Minnesota run. Let's take another look at it. 4-7 right-hander, sure enough. Pasquale putting the icing on the cake for player of the game honors. And here's Versailles. Hargan with a windup. 6-8 righty. Fly to center playable. Landis is there. And we go to the 9th. 8-0 Twins. And Camilo Pasquale attempting to record his 3rd shutout of the young season. It doesn't feel that young to me, but it is. A little over a year and a half I've been doing this now. Just a tick over. It'll be Whitfield, a pinch hitter, and Gonzalez. Whitfield 1 for 3 today. Pasquale into the windup. That's a 3-5 right-handed grounder to second base. Allen to Mincher, 1 down. Vic Davalillo grabs the bat. Davalillo pinch hit in this game in real life. A game the Indians won 7-4. Davalillo on the season hitting .247, 2 homers, 11 RBIs. How about that, Bill? Garver started the 51 All-Star game for the American League. Pasquale gets his sign. The pitch to Vic Davalillo is a 2-6. Grounded in the hole at short. Versailles is there. Plants, throws in time. And Pasquale 1 out away. And the hitter will be Pedro Gonzalez. As Gonzalez comes to bat, I want to thank everybody for watching. Pedro 1 for 3, struck out twice. Pasquale gets the sign. Deep breath now. The windup, the pitch. 4-7 righty. Liner towards short. Single to 15, and that's through for a base hit. Gonzalez to first. The batter will be Duke Sims. Sims 3 home runs on the season. 1 for 3 today. Pasquale, throw over to first. Here comes the pitch to Sims on a 3-8, and he bangs a single into center. Oh my. Gonzalez 14-16, Oliva -2, 14. They're not going to take any chances trailing by 8. They'll hold him at second. And now one more hitter walk would fatigue Pasquale. Larry Brown due. Out to the mound goes Zimmerman. Pasquale nodding. He does not want to come out of this ball game. They're going to leave him in. Here's Brown. Pasquale into the windup. 5-9 right-hander. Grounder to short. That's Versailles. 244. Here's the play on a 1. It's an infield hit, knocked down by Zoilo. He has no play, and the bases are loaded. And Pasquale is fatigued. Jim Landis coming to bat. And with an 8-0 lead and the shutout still intact, they're going to let him pitch to Landis. So a fatigued Pasquale trying to get to the finish line. Landis standing in from the right side. Pasquale checks the runner at third. The full windup, the pitch. 2-7 righty, single to 1, line drive towards third. Killebrew snares it, and he's got the shutout. Oh my goodness. For the second time, the Indians leave the bases loaded. 8-0, the final. Right, Al? Exactly. The Cardenas curse strikes again, but he gets out of this one. And Pasquale, now leading the American League with 3 shutouts, tied for the Major League lead with Juan Marichal. He improves to 6-4. Wasn't the prettiest shutout. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 hitter. He walked 1 and hit a batter. He struck out 3, 4, 5, 5. Is that right? Let me check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, yep, 5. Kelly takes the loss. He drops to 1-3. Biggest difference, the base on balls. Pasquale walked only 1. The Cleveland staff walked 6. Player of the game, Camilo Pasquale. Who else could it be? Attaboy to Killebrew. Thank you, Franklin. Thank you, Mike. Everybody. Let's see what the totals are. The Twins, 8 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Cleveland, no runs on 9 hits, no errors. That's true, Perry. Yeah, rated a 6 for endurance. He's got 3 shutouts. I gotta check his stats again here real quick. He came into the game with a 3.41, so he lowered that considerably. And let's look ahead on the schedule, and I'm gonna grab something to eat. Tomorrow's game, I forgot to pull it up. June 4th, it's gonna be Los Angeles Dodgers at New York Mets. Claude Osteen versus Jack Hamilton. 1:30 Pacific, 4:30 Eastern. Probably will not be a Sunday game. I have to have an MRI on Sunday. I'll be downtown anyway, so I'll probably stop by my sister's place. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, game tomorrow. Join me for that one. In the meantime, fellas, thanks for joining me. Enjoy your evening and have a great weekend, everybody. It looks like it's going to be a nice weekend here. I hope it is where you are, too. Take care, and so long for now.